Hello children, hope you all are doing well. Today we will learn about the conducting tissues of heart, where they are located and how they are working. Children, you know that heart is contracting and relaxing in a rhythmic manner. So this rhythmic contraction and relaxation is possible because of the presence of some specialized tissues, and these tissues, they are located on the wall of the heart itself. Okay, these tissues are called nodal tissues, or it is also known as conducting tissues. So because of the presence of this conducting tissues, heart is able to, otherwise the heart is capable to generate the wave of contraction. Okay, so one by one about these tissues we will see. Okay, in the previous lesson we have already learned about the diagram of heart. So this is the right side and this is the left side that you know. The first part of the conducting tissue, it is located below the, that means just below the opening of the superior vena cava. This is the superior vena cava. So just below the opening of the superior vena cava, the tissue is present. This tissue is called SA node. What it is? SA node. That is sinoatrial node. Okay, so this is located in the wall of the right atria, just below the opening of superior vena cava. Now this SA node, this is known as the natural pacemaker of heart, because this SA node is capable to generate the wave of contraction. Okay, so that is why SA node is called the natural pacemaker of heart. Now this SA node will produce the impulses like this, and it will spread over the entire atria, and then it will spread into this left atria also, and causes the contraction of both the right and the left atria. Okay, now the another tissue is there, conducting tissue is there. It is located here. That means in the right atria only, but near to the, here we studied, here one septum we studied, interatrial septum we studied. So at the base of the interatrial septum, on the right atria, another tissue is present. This tissue is called AV node. That is atrioventricular node. Okay, SA node will transmit the that wave of contraction to the AV node. Then from the AV node, one nodal fiber is coming out. It will pass us to the interventricular septum. Here it is interventricular septum we studied in between the two ventricles. So through this interventricular septum, this nodal fiber is coming. Okay, now it will divide into two branches. See, like this it will divide into two branches. This nodal fiber is called bundle of His. What it is? Bundle of His. Now this is the right branch of the bundle of His, this one, and this is the left branch of the bundle of His. Understood? Now this bundle of His, again it will divide. See, like this it will divide, and it will make a network over the left, right and left ventricle. See, like this. Bundle of His will again divide and form a network over the ventricle. Both the ventricle, right ventricle also, left ventricle also. This is called Purkinje fiber. Purkinje fiber. Okay, so first SA node will generate the wave of contraction. It will transmit to the AV node. From the AV node, it is transmitted to the bundle of His. Bundle of His, already I told, bundle of His is having two branches, right branch and left branch. It again divide into a network and it will cover the entire ventricle. Okay, so this is called the Purkinje fiber. From the bundle of His, this wave of contraction will transmit to the Purkinje fiber, and from the Purkinje fiber, it will transmit to the ventricular wall and causes the contraction of the ventricle. Such a way, the conducting system will work. So understand about the conducting system. Once again see, first one is SA node, second one is AV node. From the AV node, the nodal fiber is coming out. That is called the bundle of His. It is having two branches, right branch and left branch. Then again these branches will divide and form a network. That is called the Purkinje fiber. So all these are the specialized tissues which is helping for the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart. Okay. Now we will see the working of heart. Children, the contraction of the heart is called systole. Systole. And relaxation of the heart is called diastole. Diastole. Okay. Contraction of the heart is called systole and relaxation is called diastole. One systole and one diastole together is called a cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle. Or it is called a heartbeat. Heartbeat. Understood? One systole, that is contraction, and one diastole, that is relaxation. It together is called one cardiac cycle or one heartbeat. So near about 0.8 seconds is needed for one cardiac cycle. So you calculate in 1 minute how many times the heart will beat. Near about 72 beats will be there. 72 beats. In a normal human being, normal adult, at rest, the heart will beat 72 times per minute. Okay. Now we will see the cardiac cycle in detail. The entire cycle we can divide into 3 steps. Okay. First one, that is atrial systole. Atrial systole, that is contraction of the atria. Second one is ventricular systole. Ventricular systole, that is contraction of the ventricle. And the third one is joint diastole. Diastole, that is relaxation, joint relaxation. Now we will see this one by one. First we will see the atrial systole. Okay, we have already studied that right atria, it will receive the deoxygenated blood from superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and coronary sinus. Left atria, it will receive the oxygenated blood from two pairs of pulmonary veins. When these two atria are completely filled with the blood, a pressure is exerted. That pressure, because of that pressure or in response to that pressure, this SA node is SA node get excited. Okay, and SA node generate the wave of contraction. That wave of contraction, it will spread over this atria and this atria also. Because of that one, the atria will contract. That means both the atria will contract and the blood pumped into the respective ventricle. Okay. After this contraction, this is called the atrial systole. This complete contraction is called the atrial systole. Okay. After this contraction, complete contraction, they start to relax also. And for this contraction, it will take 0.1 seconds. Understood? Next we will see the ventricular systole. Okay. During ventricular systole, we already studied here SA node. The impulse started from the SA node. That impulse will reach AV node. And from the AV node, it will transmit through the bundle of His and Purkinje fiber, and finally it will spread on the wall of the ventricle and causes the contraction of the ventricle. That is called the ventricular systole. Okay. During ventricular systole, we already studied here two valves are there. Tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. They will close and a lub sound is heard. And during this one, the blood is pumped, that is deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle. It will pump into the pulmonary trunk, and then oxygenated blood from the left ventricle. It will pump into systemic aorta. After complete contraction of the ventricle, they will start to relax. During relaxation, here also we studied the valve, that is semilunar valve. That semilunar valve close and the dub sound is heard. Dub sound is heard. That is why we are telling lub dub sound. Okay, so for this entire procedure, this ventricular systole, it will take near about 0.3 seconds. 3 seconds. Next we will see about the joint diastole. Okay, joint diastole is also called complete diastole. When all the chambers of the heart, they are in relaxation, this condition is called joint diastole. Near about this is 0.4 seconds duration is there for joint diastole. So now count the atrial systole, it will take 0.1 second, then ventricular systole 0.3 second, and joint diastole 0.4 second. So the entire cardiac cycle, it will take 0.8 seconds. Entire cardiac cycle or one heartbeat, the duration of one heartbeat is 0.8 second. So in 1 minute, how many heartbeats will be there? That is near about 72 beats, or near about 72 cardiac cycle will takes place in 1 minute. Okay, understood this one?